Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Happy afternoon. So today is going to be a bit of a choose your own adventure. That said, you do need to choose one of these adventures. So after I'm done with this video, Mr. Blackford is going to walk around and you're going to write down what it is that you are starting with in your planner, or you can make yourself a checklist of items if you have multiple things that you're going to be doing. Everybody needs to be working on something for this class. Once you are done with these things, then you can move on to another class or silently read. Here are your options in order of priority. So, starting with Lesson 4.1, Evidence of Climate Change. If you were not here in class last time when we either watched the lecture or did the mastery check, this is your first thing to do. You need to take notes for Lesson 1 based off of this video, and then once you have those notes, then you can get the mastery check. So it's this pink paper. Mr. Blackford is going to be in this folder right here, and there are a series of graphs for this that you would choose one for you to do the mastery check with. When you are done with that, many of you are done. I have not graded those that revised or finished that last class, so you'll just have to wait until I've completed that before you make another attempt on it. But for those of you that are done, that have completed that, then you are going to do lesson 4.3. This is the should do assignment. So you're skipping 4.2. That one we have to do as a whole class. This one is the lesson It's All About Carbon. It's a series of videos. You'll take your notes. When you are done with that, you guessed it, there's another mastery check. This one's pretty short, a little half page. When you are done with those two lessons, that's kind of as far into the unit as we've gotten, we have our Aspire to do. And remember, these are the honors options, but I need everybody to be working on a task. Whether or not you are intending to do honors, I do need you to complete this if you have those other two things done. And that also means that you're on your way to honors, and maybe you'll be able to get honors in second semester. So this is related to our Voices of the World. I think I've already talked about this in class, but the details for this assignment are here on Canvas. The important thing for you to know is this is the rubric for it, and you would be creating a single slide presentation about a person who has a story connected to climate change. So be sure to look over this rubric. This is what I'm going to be looking for. Few notes. Please make sure to have somebody check your grammar, spelling, capitalization, all of those things before turning it in. And also make sure to include in the speaker notes a hyperlink to the website or other resource that you used to get information. I have a few requests with this assignment. There's some examples here. Oh, and I do have some a place to start if you are not sure how to go about researching a person. Okay, here's what I want you to say about this. It needs to be a real person. It cannot be somebody that you've made up, or it could be a group of people. If there's like a group of climate activists, you can talk about them as a whole. I would love to find some more stories of people who are benefiting from climate change. That might be a little bit of a challenge to find a specific story of somebody who is sharing how they're benefiting. I also was wondering if we can try to find more stories of people who have suffered health effects due to climate change. So I know that there's a lot of research on the connection between malaria, which is a mosquito related disease, and climate change, but it's very hard to find a specific story of somebody. So I was doing a little bit of research on this, and I plugged in malaria increase due to climate change story. Be careful of doing some kind of AI overview. This is a made-up story. This is not real, and you wouldn't have a source that you can link to. So don't use AI to generate your story, but maybe you can find a news story about somebody or something like that. It'd be cool to have some of those connections. I think that'd be really impactful. All right. Last but not least, and this one probably wouldn't take that much time, but if you really are considering doing honors, you might be interested in leading us in a warm-up, what's going on with this graph. This is a pretty quick thing. You can find a graph on the website. A great place to start is by typing in what's going on with this graph, and that's where I've been getting a lot of mine from. It's a New York Times. There's a whole bunch there, and follow this information. So that's a lot of different options. Going back to modules, what you need to do right now, if you haven't already taken out your planner, is to take out your planner and write down which of these things you're going to be starting with, and make a plan, take out that stuff, or wait for Mr. Blackford to get you the resources that you need to be able to get started. All right, I hope that that's been really clear. I hope that you have a very productive day. And I'm going to try to get these mastery checks graded as soon as possible so that you can make any revisions in another class. I will be here for tutorial tomorrow. So if you need to make any revisions or something like that, or if you need to finish it up, you can do that then. All right, have a productive day.